Every owner thinks their numbers tell the story. Revenue, margins, growth rate. But buyers don't trust your numbers. Not because you're lying, because they can't verify them. When a buyer looks at your business, they're not asking, "What did you earn?" They're asking, "Can I see how you earned it?" And there's a difference. One is a claim, the other is evidence. Most owners show up to a deal with claims. Confident, proud, ready to defend. But buyers don't want to argue. They want to trace. They want to click into a system and see where revenue comes from, how deals move through the pipeline, which customers are growing or fading. If they can't trace it, they don't trust it. And if they don't trust it, they discount quietly. Here's where most owners get stuck. You've run your business on spreadsheets for years, and they work. You know where everything is. You can pull any number in 10 minutes. But to a buyer, spreadsheets signal something else entirely. They signal data lives in one person's head. Numbers are manually updated. Nothing is automatically validated. And history can be edited without a trail. Spreadsheets aren't systems, they're artifacts. They show what happened. They don't prove how it happened. And that's what buyers need. Here's a question buyers ask in diligence that kills deals. Can you show me how a lead becomes a customer? Not describe it, show it in a system with timestamps, with stages, with conversion rates. If the answer is, well, it's in a few different places, that's not an answer. That's a red flag. Buyers don't need perfect data. They need traceable data. Here's what they're looking for. 1. Pipeline visibility. They want to see how many leads came in last quarter, what percentage converted, how long deals take to close, where deals stall or die. If this lives in your CRM, buyers can model the future. If it lives in your head, they assume the worst. 2. Customer history. They want to see when each customer started, what they've purchased over time, whether revenue is growing or shrinking per account. Who owns the relationship internally? This tells them whether your revenue is sticky or if it's weak. If you can't show customer history in a system, buyers assume you don't really know your customers. You just invoice them. 3. Revenue attribution. They ask, which channels produce customers? What does it cost to acquire them? Which sales reps or methods actually work? If you can't answer this with data, buyers can't underwrite your growth plan. And if they can't underwrite your growth, they won't pay for it. 4. Forecast accuracy. This one's deadly. Buyers look at your past forecasts and compare them to actuals. If you said you'd do $5 million and you did 4.2, why? If you don't have a system to track forecast versus actual, you can't explain the gap. And unexplained gaps make buyers nervous. The point isn't perfection. The point is traceability. Buyers want to trust your business. Your job is to make that trust easy. Let me frame how you think about your CRM. Most owners see it as a sales tool, a place to track deals, maybe send some emails. But buyers see it differently. To a buyer, your CRM is the operating system of your revenue. It's the place where they can verify your pipeline claims, trace customer acquisition, audit sales team's performance, stress test your growth assumptions. A clean, well-structured CRM tells buyers this business knows where its money comes from. A messy CRM or no CRM tells buyers this business runs on intuition. Good luck. And here's the kicker. The CRM doesn't just affect how buyers see your business. It affects what they're willing to pay. Because a business with clear data is easier to get through diligence, integrate, operate post-close, grow with confidence. Easier businesses command premiums. Opaque businesses get discounts. Same revenue, different valuation. The difference is visibility. You don't need enterprise software. You don't need a data team. You need the basics done right. Here's the minimum viable data stack for a sellable business. 1. A CRM with historical data. Every customer, every deal, every touch point. At least 2 to 3 years of history. Clean stages, accurate close dates, and real notes. 2. Financial integration. Revenue tied to customer records. Invoices linked to deals. The ability to reconcile CRM data with your books. 3. Basic reporting. Pipeline by stage, revenue by customer, conversion rates over time, and sales cycle length. 4. User discipline, a team that actually uses it. Data entry that's consistent, that nothing lives only in email or someone's head. That's it. It's not about sophistication or about credibility. If a buyer can open your CRM and understand the business in an hour, you've done your job. If they need a week of back and forth and custom spreadsheets, you've lost their confidence and their top dollar. If you've been watching this series, you see the pattern now. Customer concentration, owner dependence, system weakness, data opacity. These aren't separate problems. They compound. A buyer sees one and looks for the others because businesses that are fragile in one area are usually fragile in all of them. Here's the good news. The fix compounds too. Clean up your data and systems get easier. Reduce owner dependence and customers become more transferable. It's the same leverage working for you instead of against you. So here's the question. If a buyer opened your CRM tomorrow, would they see a clear picture of your business or would they see gaps, guesses, and workarounds? Would they trust your revenue or would they start discounting before they even make an offer? The answer isn't about software. It's about discipline. It's about deciding that your business is going to be provable, not just profitable. Buyers pay for proof. If that perspective is useful, subscribe. Next week, we'll talk about the final piece, financial quality and why clean books still aren't enough.